Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to all. So we are from Group 5. We present you the coffee bean and tea leaf retail strategy. Our group members consist of Akmal Dahlia, Nur Mastura Bakri, Nur Zarida Natasha, Muhammad Muaz and Kar Saidi. So without further ado, I start with the introduction, which is to understand that retail is a huge industry consisting from department store to small coffee shops. The retail industry is one of the important parts of our economy because it is sort of a litmus test of our economy well-being. A strong economy has high production, which causes wealth to be reflected in consumption, which largely centered in the retail sector. For example, manufacturers, resellers, retailers, and also consumers constitute the retail supply chain, the end user. The retailer is connected to the wholesaler, just like how the company of Coffee Bean, where the company is well known as one of the top tier coffee brand in the market, as they provide the consumer with a lot of varieties of product, which is beverages, coffee beans, and also merchandise.
Next, I'm going to continue presentation about the company background of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is an American coffee shop brand founded in 1963. The first store opened in the neighborhood of Brentwood, the west side region of the city of Los Angeles. It was founded by Herbert Hyman, who with his wife discovered quality coffee while honeymoon in Sweden. This sparked his decision to import, roast and sell gourmet coffee in Los Angeles. Their company vision is to be simply the best roaster and global retailer of coffee and tea, and their mission is to create a spirit within our company that inspire our team member to provide our customer with a total quality and experience. In 1970, the firm had expanded to 10 stores in Southern California and had added exotic tea to the menu. In the summer of 1987, an employee brought a blender to a Westwood store where he mixed together ice, coffee extract, and chocolate powder, paving the way for the company's signature ice blended drink. Within the invention of the ice blender, the chain saw the surge in popularity. The drink was a predecessor to the Starbucks Frappuccino. In 1991, when it was first planning to expand into Los Angeles, Starbucks tries to purchase the firm, but Hyman turned them down. The opening of Starbucks stores in Los Angeles unexpectedly helped Coffee Bean's business by driving curious customers to the area. In 1996, the Hyman sold the Asian franchise right to Singaporean brother Victor Sassoon and Sunny Sassoon. The Sassoons quickly expanded the company in the United States and internationally, opening the first outlet in Singapore in 1996 and in Malaysia the following year. Within 2 years, they had opened 29 stores in Singapore and Malaysia, almost as many stores as the Hyman had opened in their 35 years of ownership. The first 3 Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf stores located in Malaysia opened in the key location across Kuala Lumpur. Since then, Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf has seen its collection spread far and wide across the country. The headquarters of the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf Malaysia located at Taman Syamili Perkasa, Kuala Lumpur. Today, there are 84 stores nationwide that range from standalone stores and shopping mall stores, hospital, and its recently opened first ever drive-thru store in Setia Teprika, Johor Bahru, and on 2nd July 2022, they opened their newest outlet, which is at East Coast Mall, Kuantan. The Coffee Bean and the Tea Leaf currently have over 900 stores around the US and Asia. It is the largest and oldest privately held specialty coffee and tea retailer in the US, with company-owned stores in California, Arizona, Singapore, and Malaysia. As mentioned above, the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf started the operation in 1963 based in California and owned by their own founder, Herbert Hyman. In 1996, the Hyman sold the Asian franchise right to Singaporean brother Victor Sassoon and Sunny Sassoon. The stores they opened were very successful, and Mr. Sassoon thought the Coffee Bean brand and its signature ice-blended coffee milkshake were very in demand. So in 1998, he turned around and bought the American parent company, International Coffee and Tea, from its founder and took it global. Victor Sassoon works out of Singapore, while Sunny Sassoon works in Los Angeles. Sunny Sassoon served as president and CEO from 1998 until 2009, when he moved to the executive chairman position until 2015. In 2009, Matt Elias, who is Sasson's brother-in-law, took the role of president and CEO of the company after spending 7 years as chief operating officer. In September 2013, a significant equity position in Coffee Bean was acquired from International Coffee and Tea by US-based Advent International in partnership with South Korea and Taiwan-based CDIB Capital. The Sassoon family remained a large shareholder. On September 2015, John Fuller assumed the position of President and CEO. However, in July 2019, Jollibee Food, the Philippine-based fried chicken chain, acquired the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf for $350 billion. This is because in 2018, the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf reported a net loss of 21 million of revenue. Next is the retail format of the Coffee Bean store. The Coffee Bean depend greatly on customer traffic and are most often located in areas with convenient access for pedestrians or drivers. Typical location include suburban retail center, shopping mall, office buildings, hospital, and hotels. On May 2013, Hilton Worldwide announced they had signed an exclusive agreement with Coffee Bean to provide in-room coffee and tea for all Hilton hotels in North America, South America, and Central America. Store format size vary by size, and some locations offer more space than others. The store size of Coffee Bean range from 200 to 3,000 square feet, with an average store is 1,200. For small space, some chains offer a kiosk format without seating. Coffee Bean have one manager and 10 to 15 workers, which smaller stores may have 6 to 7. New employees may go through training courses and receive in-store training to ensure superior customer service and product consistency. Master Roaster oversee coffee roasting to develop trademark blends and flavor. Barista receive training to operate commercial-grade espresso machine used to make specialty drinks. Coffee Bean have the same line of product in all stores around the world. Products that are sold are such as their signature blended drinks, whole leaf teas, flavored powder, and baked goods. The beans came from farms in Costa Rica, Colombia, Kenya, and Sri Lanka. The firm offers several seasonal holidays drinks, and flavors include candy cane, gingerbread, red velvet cake, and peppermint.
Next is retail strategy, which consists of 4 elements, which is the first one is retail image, target market, pricing strategy, and the last one is retail location. Alright, so the first one is retail image. Retail image has shown a significant factor in inclining or declining of the sales by how the retailers try to make the customers perceive their products. So as for the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, they offer a modern and contemporary look coupled with a highly efficient back-of-house configuration, or known as BOH, whereby this will allow the customers to see the process of ordered beverage, the making of ordered beverages, foods, and also pastries. Alright, so next is as for the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf has also created various accounts in social media in order for them to increase the engagement with their customers and to make it easier for them to market their products, campaigns, and also promotions. Okay, moving on to the next factor, which is target market, which they often focus on hotspot areas such as in universities and office focused areas, which are basically in city, state, and community oriented places. Alright, so without focusing on gender, they are more likely to focus on age, income, and also occupation. Their customers usually come from 60 years old and above, either from middle class and also from upper class with a busy lifestyle. Next is hype into trends generation, which commonly stands among teenagers and adults. They are easily influenced by social media and also peers and colleagues. And last but not least is price-sensitive customers, which this will allow them to make an initiative to create the Coffee Bean card with exclusive reward, especially for the price-sensitive customers. Next is retail location. The Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf are more likely to open their franchise or shop in metropolitan areas, commonly in traditional stores such as shopping malls and street side locations, or best described as a financial and business area in city or town. Next is they tend to open their shop in urban locations, or best described as central business district or CBD. Moving on to the next point, which is pricing strategy. Although the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf is reasonable and affordable, but they use a high or low pricing strategy. For example, they make a promotion monthly. This will indirectly attract both sensitive and non-sensitive price customers, and will also increase their sales.
Now let's move on to the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf's merchandising strategy. Merchandising strategy is a tactic that are used by retailers to sell their goods and services to customers to gain profit. Merchandising strategy is divided into two, which are types of product offered and the mix of product offered. For the types of product offered by the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, they provide a several amount of product lines. The first one is food. Under the food category, they have also more subcategories. Some of them are pastas, pizzas, breakfast, cakes and pastries. And in this picture here, we could see that this is the example of breakfast food for the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf. Bagel meal for breakfast. They also provide cakes, bagels, muffins, and also spaghettis as their food product line. For beverages, they also provide a amount of drinks, mainly coffee and tea. In this slide here, we could see they have hot Americano, hot tea. They also have iced tea, and they have iced matcha tea, and they also have iced coffee, which could give the consumers a lot of choices to choose from. Another two product lines that are provided by the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf are the CBTL system and the accessories and drinkware. For the CBTL system, they provide coffee machines for consumers who want to make their own coffee at home with the quality like the ones at the cafe. In Malaysia, they have two types of coffee machines, which are Bianca and Clio. Clio is the red one. To supplement with this coffee machine, they also provide coffee beans with high quality and great taste that for sure will give the consumers a great quality of coffee. Meanwhile, for the accessories and drinkware, they provide a lot of merchandises for their consumers. As we can see here, they have umbrellas, they have tumblers and flasks, they have coffee mugs, and they also have tote bags. This range of accessories and drinkware can contribute more to their sales, as well as giving more merchandises to their loyal customers. Mix of product offered is a strategy that is used by retailers that consists of product depth, product width, and product length that will ensure product variations so that consumers will have a lot of choices to choose from when buying products. So product depth is the variations of products offered in the single subcategory of a product line. For example, in the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, under the food product line, they have several subcategories, which are pizzas, breakfast, bagels, and pasta. So for pizza, under this subcategory, the product depth can be seen under their menu, which they have margarita pizza, breakfast pizza, and salmon and mushroom pizza. Meanwhile, under the beverages product line, they have two subcategories of product, which are tea and coffee. So for coffee, they have hot coffee, iced Americano, iced latte, cold brew, and iced blended coffee. Product wide is the amount of product lines provided by a single retailer. This strategy can ensure that consumers will have a lot of choices to choose from with the product variations provided by the retailers. In the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, they have a several amount of product lines. The examples are food, beverages, drinkware, and also coffee machines under the CBTL system. Product length is the variations of product subcategories that are offered within a single product line. In the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, they provide a lot of subcategories within a product line. Like for example, in the beverages subcategory, they provide coffee and tea as their subcategories of the product line. For food, they have a lot of subcategories such as pizza, pasta, breakfast, pastry, and cakes.
Okay, now let we move on to the promotional strategies that Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf do to attract their new and existing customer to try the beverages and food in their cafes. There are three strategies that they do, which is the first one is advertising, the second one is promotional sale, and the last one is the public relation and publicity. Okay, the first one is they do advertisement. Advertising play an important role in order to present the knowledge of the product to the public. So the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf advertise their product mostly through their website and also social media. It's a best way to do so because a majority of teenagers and adults nowadays spend their time scrolling social media like Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. So by using this advertising method, the Coffee Bean product such as like their coffee, their teas, their ice blended, and also their donut. We implant into customer mind and will distribute the information to the different group in a shorter time and wider area. The second one is they do promotional sale. Promotional sale is an activity that can motivate customer to make a purchasing immediately by lowering the price or adding a value to the product. So Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf had launched a promotion like buy one free one that include with their drink and also their donut. Other than that, Coffee Bean also offer like 40% to 50% discount on a specific event or date like Raya promo, Merdeka promo, and also their brand anniversary. Okay, the last strategy is by public relation and publicity. The latest event that Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf had now is by providing a gift card to their customer. The gift card is basically like a preloaded card that customer can use for themselves or by giving to someone else. The person that received the card can redeem for some beverages like their coffee, their teas, and also their donut. This method can attract more new customers because when someone gives the free drink to someone else who has never tried it before, it's like giving them opportunity to taste it for the first time. If they like the drink, it can attract them to repurchase it for the next time.
So, to conclude this presentation, Coffee Bean managed to establish a good relationship with their consumers. The company has a strong strategy to attract the new consumer and also maintaining their existing consumer. This will allow the organization to benefit from adopting such a plan, as it will include actively marketing the brand. So by that, I end our presentation today. Thank you.